to boldly go where no one has gone before. Hello, Captains, it's the Doctor, and to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Online has some brand new TNG stuff for this 30th anniversary, and so I figured, hey, let's make a 30th anniversary centered video on TNG. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. This entire video is going to be based on TNG era stuffs. We're going to take a look at the new things that Cryptic is allowing us to get in the promotion tab for free. And in the future, I'm going to take up the original Enterprise D, and we're going to take it for a spin and see it in some combat in today's latest PvE content. But before I get into all of that, let me just first preface by saying TNG, The Next Generation, is near and dear to my heart. I remember the first time this came on television. That's right, back in the mid-80s, 86 or 87, when this thing premiered, I was there. I think I was 6 years old. So I remember TNG being on TV. And it was amazing. I, of course, was a kid. I didn't really understand it that well. But I watched it, and my family loved it. And that got me actually into the original series. I then watched all of the original series. Get this. I had a friend whom I stayed at his house after school, and his dad had the original series, every single episode of the original series Star Trek on VHS. That's right, VHS. So as a kid, after school, I would sit down and watch every episode of the original Star Trek. And then, of course, I followed TNG. And then I remember when DS9 aired for the first time. Oh, what a big event that was. And then Voyager, and then Enterprise, and on and on and on and on and on. So I have seen every series. I have seen most of them live on TV as they were airing. Except, of course, for the original series, which I watched on VHS. So, yeah, I really enjoyed TNG. It is my era of Star Trek. For sure, my era of Star Trek. So as you can see, look what I'm wearing. This is Ensign Ricky. He is my character, a character I have in Star Trek Online. He is an engineer, although he's running red right now. But he's wearing the Scant uniform. That's right, Star Trek Online has given us the Scant uniform. It's in-game, and we get to use that. This was seen in early TNG, like Season 1 TNG. Don't know if it ever carried over to Season 2, but I know it was in Season 1. We saw this thing. So I'm just going to quickly read from the Star Trek Online webpage so that you'll know what they're promoting and the dates that you'll be able to get this in. It says from their webpage, it's time to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Star Trek The Next Generation in style. From Thursday, September 28th, till Thursday, October 5th, so you only have till October 5th, the brand new Scant Uniform will be free to all captains in Star Trek Online. This classic uniform style was first seen in Star Trek The Next Generation and will be available to both male and female Federation captains on PC and coming soon to Xbox and PlayStation. But that's not all. Tailors across the galaxy are getting into this retro style, and a Scant-like apparel option will be available to both male and female captains of the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic as well. Not only that, but Federation captains can put themselves into a kilt. All of these costumes will be in the Promotions tab of the C-Store. Click through below to see them all, blah, blah, blah. It goes on to say, itching to fly missions in true TNG style? In celebration of the 30th anniversary of Star Trek The Next Generation, all Federation captains will soon be able to claim a Type 7 Shuttle for free, which is now, actually, the Type 7 Shuttle is available now. This versatile and rugged small craft was designed to serve the crew of the Enterprise NCC 1701D in situations where technology such as transporters would otherwise fail, serving a pivotal role during multiple episodes of the television show, and now it can be yours in the promotions tab of the C-Store. So the Type 7 shuttle is an elite upgraded shuttle used for short-range missions. Type 7 shuttlecrafts were in limited circulation in the mid-24th century, appearing on a moderate number of starbases and starships, including the Galaxy-class USS Enterprise NCC 1701D. These hardy small craft are equipped. These hardy small craft are equipped with an Ensign Engineering Bridge Officer Station and an Ensign Universal Bridge Officer Station. Hull modifier is 0.55, shield modifier is 0.5. Weapons, it has 2-4, has one device slot, turn rate of 22, impulse modifier of 0.22, inertia of 100. It can have one tactical console and two engineering consoles, but no science. It has the Ensign Universal and Ensign Engineering Bridge Officer stations, and it says, enjoy your new small craft and enjoy all of the TNG era gifts. Grab them while you can. So this is not only what's available, there is also, if you go into the C-Store here, I've already claimed mine, but if you go to ships and bridge packs or on the main featured page, you'll find the brand new Galaxy Class 2368 interior as well. This was seen in a recent featured episode, which I did play. You can go check that out in the right-hand corner. But it says here, explore the final frontier in the bridge and interior of the Enterprise from Star Trek The Next Generation. In addition to the bridge, the interior includes captain's quarters, 10 forward, engineering, sick bay, and more. Purchase of this option unlocks this interior for all Federation characters on an account. This interior can be used with any Federation starship, but obviously you're gonna want to use this on a Galaxy class, because come on, that's where it fits, right? So I have purchased this. This is a really, really cool interior, and we're going to take a look at it today in this video. So here's the goal. Here's what we're going to step through in this video. First, I'm going to go over the whole Scant uniform. We're going to go into the tailor and take a look at the options and what that looks like and what you need to do to select those options. Then we're going to go into space and remind ourselves of the awesomeness of just how the Enterprise D looks, because guess what? I have the Enterprise. You can't call it Enterprise. You know what? I don't know why, but look at this. You can't call it Enterprise. I just can't go Enterprise. It says the name is like restricted. So they don't even allow you to name it Enterprise. What a shame. Anyway, and they don't even allow you to use the same registry either. Watch this. 1701D. Can I use that registry? No. Registry ID number is reserved. So, oh well, we can't use that. So, anyway, I have the Exploration Cruiser Retrofit enabled, and the reason why I put this one on is because it has the saucer separation on this one, which of course the ship did in the TV show as well, except I don't have the console for it here. I need to go find it. It's somewhere. But anyway, I'm not going to take this ship into battle in this video, but in the future I am going to. In fact, I'm going to upgrade it, because this ship has an upgradable Tier 5U upgrade, and that is very appealing to me. So I'm going to do that. It will not be a Tier 6 level. There is a Tier 6 galaxy, I guess you could call it, but it's different. It's like Andromeda or something else. Let me just make sure what it's called real quick, because there is a tier 6 version they just released, but it's not quite the same because it's not the ship we know and love. It's more upgraded. Of course, it's the Andromeda. You got the Andromeda here, which is, I guess, supposed to be close to it, but there was another one, wasn't there? There's so many ships. Look how many ships they have here. It's really hard to keep up. They just released this like Tier 6, ship of the line fleet type stuff a little while ago. I haven't grabbed it yet, so I'm not sure what it's actually called, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, even without me making any sense whatsoever. You guys know what I'm talking about. There is a Tier 6 kind of galaxy out there somewhere. Maybe this is it. Yeah, the Tier 6 cross-faction cruiser bundle. So I guess the Andromeda would be what the Galaxy was. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, I could be wrong there. But anyway, that's not what's important about this video. What's important about this video is I wanted to get true to the nature Enterprise D. And if you do that, it's actually a Tier 4 ship. No, that's the Venture. Somewhere here, they actually have a Galaxy class, just a regular Galaxy class. Maybe it's Tier 5. They just have a regular Galaxy non-retrofit version. It just shows how many ships they have here. It's really confusing. Galaxy Dreadnought, Galaxy Expo. See, there's the retrofit. That's the one I've got right now. But there is just a regular Galaxy non-retrofit. Oh, it wouldn't be in the C store, would it? Duh. It would be in the ship store. See, I'm even looking in the wrong place. And that's not even the right button. And neither is that the right button. Wow, man, I can't even hit the right thing today. I want requisitions. That's what we want. And then we'll go to cruisers and should find it. I think it's a captain. There it is. That's what I was looking for. That's the Plain Jane Galaxy class right there. You get it as a Tier 4. Yeah, it's a Tier 4. Well, it would be captain rank ship. So it is Tier 4 ship. No, Tier 5. Well, whatever tier it is. It is the Plain Jane. I guess it would be Tier 5, but captain rank, which would be level 30 is commander, right? So it would be level 40. So a level 40 starship. Let's just say that. A level 40 starship. And this is what you get in the game. Now, you get this through the regular ship requisitions here as you're ranking up in the game. So you can fly this. Now, I could equip this ship, but I don't think this ship has the upgrade token to make it Tier 5U. So that's why I'm using the Retrofit, which is this one, Exploration Cruiser Refit. But you can make it look like a Galaxy. And this one has the ability to become a Tier 5U ship. So that's really the big difference. It has saucer separation, and you can make it a Tier 5U ship. So that's what I'm going to be, because at in-game, you don't want to fly just this base, the base Galaxy here. Even though that's the traditional looking one, it really will not do as well as, let's say, a Tier 5U. So anyway, I digress. I'm kind of babbling off here. But what I'm going to be flying and show you in the future is the Exploration Cruiser Refit D with the upgraded Tier 5U. And then I'm going to show you the bridge. We're going to go do a whole walkthrough of the bridge. And then I'm going to take a look at the Type 7 shuttle. I also have it equipped. And we can take a look at how the Type 7 shuttle looks in space. And then what I'm going to do in a future video is I'm going to take this Cruiser Refit Tier 5U upgraded, and I'm going to do a little review of it. I'm going to do a short review of the ship in battle, in combat, as an honor to the 30th anniversary of Star Trek The Next Generation. And I will also maybe configure the shuttle and do something with the shuttle as well. And that way, we can kind of see what it looks like in combat, and I can go ahead and get a review of a Starship up, which will be the Tier 5U version of basically the Enterprise D. So that should be very exciting and very interesting to see. I'm very, this is in-game content I want to show it in, so that will be very interesting to see how it can hold up. Okay, let's go to the tailor, shall we? And let's show you how this Scant uniform works. I've, of course, already got it equipped here. As you can see, it is basically a shirt and a skirt for men, and soft boots is the configuration of it. Alright, so let's go to uniform, and here's what you want to select. You want to select uniform jacket tight. It is a tight uniform. I thought it was loose. I was looking under loose, and at first I thought it would be like the There's a Next Generation Series 1 or Season 1. That's what I first thought it was. But if you look at that, the Season 1 top does not fit with the Scant. So the Season 1 top of TNG, no go. You want jacket tight, and then you'll find the Next Generation Scant. And there it is. It's a very tight, form-fitting shirt, and it leaves it open at the bottom here so that the color scheme can flow through the skirt part and the top part. Then, of course, you want the original TNG badge, Next Generation Series badge. Probably make that part more gold. Actually, this part more gold, this part more silver, like that. There you go. Yeah, that's the communicator right there. And then, of course, your pips on top. I'm just using captain rank because I think it looks pretty cool. If I'm the captain of the Enterprise, that looks cool. Although I don't think the captain would wear a Scant. I don't see the captain of a starship wearing the Scant, but whatever. I'm the captain. I can do whatever I want. Now for the lower body, you come down here for uniform, and what you want to select, no joke, is you want to select skirt. Even though it sounds weird, you want to select skirt. And on the male, the only option you'll have is the Scant. On female, I'm guessing you will have different skirt options if you have other skirts, on here, and then you can select the Scant. Although I don't know if you can do Scant on a woman. Maybe you can. I need to double check that, because I know for sure this uniform is for the male, but I don't know. Maybe I guess it would make sense that a woman would have the option too. So I need to check this out on a female character. But that's what it looks like on the male character, and then you just match up the colors. Red is what they show in the TV show. I don't know if we ever saw another color other than red. I tried to match up an engineering color like gold, but I couldn't quite find a good match, because this color scheme here, see how these color options are? This color wheel is different than this color wheel, and it was hard to match up the colors to be exactly the same when I was trying to do a gold color, like like that for like engineering or an engineer's colors. I couldn't quite match this one and that one, so I just kind of left it red, and I was able to match red. By matching red, I'm using A20 on this one, and then down here I'm having to use right here N1. So A20 and N1 match perfectly in color on the red, but the gold color I couldn't match up quite exactly. Maybe somebody can look into that and let me know if there's a better option for gold that matches, but I couldn't find it. But red matches perfectly and looks real good. And then for the boots, you just want the boot soft. That's the one that matches the Scant uniform when you look at it. There's the boot soft. And then there you have it. That's basically it. That's the Scant uniform. It's that simple. And I will double check on a female. Ooh, showed my underpants there for a second. I will double check on the female here at the end, and we'll see what that looks like on a female. I'm pretty sure the options would be the same as long as it's available. And now Romulans and Klingons have the Scant. Of all things, they have the Scant too. So that should be quite interesting. I'd love to see some Klingons running around in a skirt. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome, right? So anyway, there's your TNG Scant outfit. Happy 30th anniversary. Now let's move on to the other cool stuff. So if you go to the promotions tab, this is where all this stuff, you will find all this stuff. And right down here is the Scant uniform. And you can see in the picture here, I think mine was a little bit of a darker red. But you can see here, this is what it looks like for sure. I could probably lighten up the red maybe. But there's the soft boot. And that's, so yeah, so it is, the female does have the Scant option too. So, I mean, that would make sense. It's supposed to be some kind of a, androgynous kind of uniform where both male and female can wear it, and in the future that's accepted. So that makes sense. And then, so I got that right. Soft boots, The two pieces, you just match the color here in the middle, and you leave the outside borders black. And that's basically the color of the uniform. And like I said, I haven't seen any other colors of it. Maybe there are, but I just haven't seen them. Here's what the Klingon one looks like. Check that out. So they definitely have a Scant uniform as well. Klingons in skirts. It's a thing. And then here it is on the Romulans. So Scant's for Romulans too. Obviously, Scant being a combination of the words skirt and pants, which I quite like. It's a neat combination of the words. Okay, the other thing that you can claim here is the Type 7 shuttle, but it's not showing up for me because I already claimed it. So in your promotions tab, just look for Type 7 shuttle, and that will be the other thing you can pick up. And then, of course, I already mentioned that you can go to the bridge packs and pick up the Galaxy Class 2368 interior, which, by the way, is 2,000 Zen. 2,000 Zen for this, and we're going to take a look at that right now. Oh, look, I'm dancing. So let's beam up. Oh, look, there's somebody else in a Scant. Scant party, man. Yeah, so we got the color scheme right, I think. His is maybe a tad lighter on the red, but pretty close. I'm going to have to do a Klingon up in a Scant. That'll be fun. Maybe we'll even do it in this video. Who knows? Alright, let's beam up. Because I've got the Enterprise NCC 1701D. No bloody A, B, C, or E. Only D. Check this out. So I have re-equipped the Enterprise D on this character. This is the Starship I'm going to re-review. I say re-review. I don't know if I've ever done a review of the Enterprise D, but I'm going to do a review of it. And like I said, it's upgradable to Tier 5U. This is the retrofit, of course. So I am going to upgrade it to Tier 5U, and then I'm going to fill out the 4-piece mastery on it, fill out my stuff on it here, and make this into a very good build, and then I'm going to take it into combat, and I'm going to do a review on it. So it won't be in this video, so I need some time to, build up the mastery on it and get the build going on it and everything. But once I do, you will have a review video of this ship. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be quite cool, and that's for the 30th anniversary, all about the 30th anniversary. And I've never done a review of this ship as Tier 5U, so that'll be new anyway, something brand new. We will see what this ship is capable of and if it can work well as an end-game ship. It is, after all, very iconic, and there is, like I said, a Tier 6 version you surely could get, but I want to see what a Tier 5U version of it can do, because maybe somebody doesn't want to spend a lot of Zen, right? So we'll see what that does. I might actually try the original one, too. I might do a comparison between the original, like, Tier 5 version without the retrofit, without the Tier 5U upgrade, and then do the retrofitted Tier 5U upgrade version, because they are a little bit different. Because this one was a Z-Store ship, I think. So I actually probably need to go ahead and put the original one on and try it anyway. But I'll talk about all of that when I do the review video, because that's all going to be in the review video. So might do like a two-parter on that. That would be pretty cool, actually. And we'll do that for the 30th anniversary. But anyway, just looks so cool, doesn't it? I mean, it's so iconic of a ship. It really is. So let's go visit her bridge, shall we? This is the new bridge pack. Visit Starship Bridge. Let's do a walkthrough of this brand new bridge. I am so excited about this because I just got this and just applied this. Oh, wow. Let's turn off the HUD. There we go. And wow, look at this bridge. Look at this. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So there's the view screen. Looks a little small. I think they could have scaled it up just a little bit bigger. The whole set, that is. Probably could have scaled it up just a little bit bigger. There's the command stations, the captain's chair, and yes, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to, come on. Get in the right chair, Captain. Don't sit on our bridge officers. It's not polite to, it will not, my captain does not want to sit in his own chair. He wants to sit on my bridge officers. Oh, come on. Okay, I cannot even get in the chair. That's ridiculous. Come on. There we go. Oop. My skirt is showing my insides there. I guess as a man wearing a skirt, that's something we need to think about. That leg stance, probably not the best. Could you imagine talking on the view screen? Hi. Oh, gosh. Might want to cross our legs there, Captain. But that's cool. We got the seatings there. There's little controls here. My bridge officers, obviously, they got their controls here too. They can swivel around. And remember these little chairs here? That's cool. You know, you could like somebody could sit there, swivel a console around. It's so cool. Now, when we come over this way, it looks like we have an emergency turbo lift, and we can't go through there. Here's our back stations. We got Science 1. Science 2, Mission Ops, Environment, and Engineering. Here's Wharf Station. This is what he had to deal with. You never really saw him on these side of the panels. He was always here in the middle, but he never really did much on these side panels. Although they are there for, I guess, if other people needed to interact. And I guess that's a replicator there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a replicator or not. There's the placard. Let's see if we can read it. It says USS Enterprise. I'm trying to get it so we can read it. USS Enterprise, Galaxy Class, Starfleet Registry, NCC 1701D, Utopia Planitia Fleet Yards, Mars. 5th Starship to bear the name. Launched star date. What does that say? 40759.5, I think. United Federation of Planets. I'm trying to read that. I'm trying to get real close on it, but it's real hard to do. And it's got some names under it, but I can't read them. To boldly go where no one has gone before. But I can't read the names. Can't get close enough on it. Anyway. Pretty cool. And then we come over here and we have turbo lift. And from these turbo lifts, we should be able to get to other parts of the ship. Here's the captain's ready room. There's the stargazer, right? Is that the stargazer? There's his fishbowl. Got a little replicator in here. A little bed to sleep. I always wondered what was in this room. I don't know that we ever saw completely what was in this room. But it makes sense that there'd be a little bed for him to sleep in here. So he's can just kind of take a quick nap or whatever. Have a replicator. Makes sense. His window out into space. And it looks like from here we can access our account bank, library files, and duty officer. So that is just looking so cool. And then we come back here, and there's the dome up top. And we got this turbo lift. Oh yeah, we got the conference room over here. Let's go visit it. I always wondered where this door went. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's the head. So there is a bathroom on the bridge. Is that correct? That would make so much sense and be so cool if that really is the restroom. Because that's one thing the bridge needed was a bathroom. It's like, where did they go to the bathroom? Here's the conference room. Computer core data file. And check that out. Oh yeah, that is nice right there. That is really nice. Looking out the back of the Enterprise. The stars up there. The conference chairs. This is so detailed well. Looks really cool. Let's go to the elevator, the turbo lift, and take a look at other parts of the ship. Let's see, we can go to Deck 8, which has the captain's quarters and the sick bay and the transporter. Yes, all of that. I want all of that. That is cool. Where does this go? I'm going to try every door. That goes nowhere. Have no idea whose quarters these are. Oh, first officer. Says it right on the door, duh. And this would be the captain's quarters, and he always has a 2-door system. Now this is nice. He's got his table here. You can eat breakfast. They can have. Remember that episode where they were all eating eggs? Right? Was it Riker's eggs they were making? Worf was like, good eggs, and everyone was like, terrible eggs. Owan eggs. That's what they were. I remember that episode. Owan eggs. So that's cool. Little breakfast nook there. Little table for him to eat on. A sitting room. He's got a coffee table. He's got a display here. He can watch some YouTube from his couch. I always imagined these things were speakers, like he had this just awesome home theater system. Because back in the day, like when this came out, that was the big thing back in the late 80s and 90s, was having, massive home theater systems. You had a nice big screen. You had like speakers and receivers and everything. So I always imagined that these little things up here were like speakers, and he had like a booming home theater system here. Maybe that's what it is. Why not? It's probably what it is. There's his computer. There's his desk to work on. Little sitting room here. I guess another Galaxy class. And then his sleeping quarters. I always loved how these were designed, because they have these like windows up here so you can lay down and look out at the stars as you're sleeping. Can you imagine that? What an awesome view that would be. The only thing that's missing here is a flat screen, but hey, it's the future. I could probably replicate one. And this would, I guess, be the bathroom, which we can't go into, but there would be a sink in there, a sonic shower. He's got nice quarters. Now, out of all the quarters, he would have the biggest and most, the best. So even having the best is still kind of small, but a nice use of space, a nice separation of space. Your eating area, your living area, a little seating area for like reading, a bed area, and a bathroom. I mean, it's really, really cool. I would love to live on a starship like this and have a room like this. It would be pretty awesome, to be honest with you. And it looks like the first officer also has double doors too. So the first officer probably has the same size room. Look at all these people on my bridge too, or on my ship too, and they're all wearing TNG uniforms. That's a Jeffries tube. Oh, what do we got this way? Ah, sick bay. Now, is sick bay really on the same deck as the captain? I wonder about that. Got a really bright glow through those doors, which we cannot go through. Ah, Beverly Crusher's office. Turbo lift in her room. It's weird that there's a turbo lift inside her office. Wonder where that goes. I guess everywhere. Curtains. I've always wondered about these curtains. So like on the other side, is it just a hallway and there's just glass there? I mean, that's just just a hallway people walk through. I'd want curtains too, so I don't always see what I'm doing. And then sick bay proper. Check this out. It looks so much smaller here. You would think that on a starship this size with 1,000 people, you would want a bigger sick bay. And maybe there are other areas they have more sick bay beds in, but this is rather small for a ship of this size, to be honest with you. Not sure what that is or where that goes. We have the sickbay beds, the main bed they always showed, the display she can work on. This is really cool. I mean, it's detailed very well. There's some gel she's working on right there. This is beautiful. What do we have here? We've got clean something citation ops. Okay, don't know what that is. This is so cool. That's like looking at each door and seeing what is what. That's cargo bay 7. Is there really a cargo bay on this level too? This level has everything. And I think the transporters are here too. Let's see what this was. Jeffrey's tube, right? Now that I realize I can zoom in on everything, I want to see what everything is. Ah, the transporter room. Very detailed. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that. That's it, man. That's real nice. And then back here, there should be a door, because the transporter chief should have a little office back here. That's what that's for. So that's pretty cool. That's there. He can have a little office to work in. And then there's the turbo lift. Let's go the other way, make sure we covered all the areas here. This is really... There's a lot here. There's a lot more here than I thought there would be. That's the sick bay area. And then we're back around to the captain's quarters and first officer's quarters. That is very cool. And that's a Jeffrey's tube as well. Okay, let's go to the next deck. What do we have? We got deck 10, which is holodeck and 10 forward. Wow. Wow. Oh, there's 10 forward. Let's take a look at it. So we come through here to 10 forward. Perfect. Again, I think it should be a little bigger. Especially on a starship of this size, you would think this area would be a little bigger. Be a lot of people in here at one time, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can look at the stars. There's your 3D chess, glowing tables, the bartender. This is so cool. Let's see if I can interact with the bartender here. Pour drink, special reserve, extreme bartending. What is that? Duty officer assignments. That's very cool. Hot chocolate. That's what I'll take. One hot chocolate. Thank you. So that's really cool. And then I'm guessing back here we'll have the holodecks. See, we've got gymnasium. There's the gym. If you ever wondered where the gym was. You've got 10 forward, and then you got the gym right there. That's EPS support. Turbo lift. Ah, the holodecks. Here we go. I would just live my life in the holodeck. When I wasn't, on command, I would just live my life in the holodecks in the future. I would be a Barclay. I would have a holodecks complex. Holodecks complex? Holodeck complex? A holodeck complex. I think most of us today would have a holodeck complex. There's Science Lab 2. There's Environmental Systems Support. And back to the turbo lift. And what are these quarters for? Ah, these are guest quarters. So, like, you could have guest quarters here right in front of 10 forward. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's go to deck 36, engineering. Now we're in the lower bowels of the ship. Engineering support. Ah, there she is. The big old diagram. Engineering Galaxy class. Beautiful. Let's see what's this way. Engineering support. And engineering support. I guess when you don't know what a door is, just name it engineering support. There's the Jeffries tube. Remember them working in there quite a bit. And Jeffries tube. And here's that center console. I don't think this was here in the earlier versions of engineering. Maybe it was, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. But it eventually did come to engineering, and they were always working on this table. And what we can do here, we can select operations officer here. Duty officer stuff. They were always looking at stuff there and stuff here. And of course, working in this little alcove here, the warp core stuff. Engineering officer. We've got more duty officer stuff here. And what's around here is, it's not here, but I think this should be a door. Because I believe this should be where the engineer has a little office. Just like the transporter guy has a little office to work in. The engineer, chief engineer, should have an office right here. Oh, there's a door. There it is. Engineering support. I think that this would be where the chief engineer's office is. You know, just so he has a little office to work in. Which is right here by everything. So that's pretty cool. That's there. And then there's the warp core. Of course, you can't see the whole warp core here. This is part of it. Just one part of it. And you have the plasma conduits going out to each nacelle. Plasma being distributed that way. And then over here, this canister, this is the trilithium, I believe. See if we can go up or down this. No, unfortunately we cannot. No, can't use that. That's too bad. It'd be cool if they added that so you could go to the top and the bottom. But you can't. It's too bad. Mind if I open the dilithium matrix chamber? Don't mind if I do. Anyway, that's very cool. Remember that episode of when they found Scotty and he's just in here and had the dilithium matrix open? He had to like, did you know your dilithium crystals are deteriorizing or whatever he said? But he was just he just had the whole thing open, just looking at him like, did you know? Jordy rushes in and closes it and says, we use a something or articulation chamber now, blah, blah, blah. That was so cool. That was very cool. I believe that's everything. I think that's all we can go to. Deck 10, Deck 8, and the bridge. Yeah, so that's all of it. That's an entire walkthrough of the new Galaxy Bridge Pack. Now, can you guys imagine, what if they had this kind of bridge pack for all the cool starships in the game? Wouldn't that be so awesome? I wish they would. I wish all the ships were this detailed. Especially the iconic ones. That would be so cool. I hope they do that someday and like really, really make them useful, you know? Because one thing that this game needs improvement on is the interiors. They typically will give you some pretty good ships, but then the bridge is just a standard bridge, nothing fancy, nothing that fits to that ship, you know? So this kind of stuff is unique when they do it, but I wish they would do it more often. Because this makes it fun, right? Now, I just wish there were more things to do while we were on the bridge of our ships. You know, we can do duty officers and stuff like that, but I wish we could do some command things from the bridge, you know, for our actual game. Like mark a, you know, like let's say we want to go to DS9. Why can't I from here punch in the coordinates DS9 and my ship fly there while I'm inside it? Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, just something to give the bridge, to give the interior of the ship something useful to do. Really wish they would do that. That would be so cool. That would be a great addition to the game right there. But anyway, this has been a tour of the new Galaxy class bridge pack, and I gotta say, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's great for the 30th anniversary. So the only thing we have left to do now is let's go look at that Type 7 shuttle. Because that's another thing we got. That's another thing that should have been in this bridge pack is the shuttle bay. They should have had the shuttle bay in this. That would have been cool to go into. Let's go back to Earth Space Dock, and we will equip the Type 7 shuttle and take a quick look at it. As we fly our Enterprise D into... Let's go straight into this thing. Let's actually dock with the space station for a change. Fly it right in the doors. Oh, there we go. Too bad it doesn't let us go all the way in. Let's go equip the shuttle real quick and we'll take a look at it in space. Obviously I don't have it ready for combat or anything, but in the future maybe I will and we'll do something with it. Going to go here and we're going to set active my small craft, which is the Momus, apparently. Type 7 shuttle, small craft. So what this comes with is a phaser beam array, standard issue S. We'll take a look at all this in space so we can get the actual numbers on everything. And it's so tiny, of course, and I know it's dark and hard to see. Let's come into the sunlight. There we go. Now we can see it. That's what it looks like. So we've got on this thing, we have phaser beam array, standard issue S, 360 degree phaser beam array. Just for, you know, shuttle. We have a regular photon torpedo. Got a regular deflector array, standard issue S. Nothing too great there. Regular impulse engine. And a matter-antimatter warp core, standard issue. Maximum warp factor 6.1 on this. And then just a standard shield array for a shuttle. 2025 shield capacity. So, you know, not a whole lot here. Here's the stats on this thing. 15,897 hull right now, 2,600 on shields. So, you know, that's what it is. The turn rate, though, 24.1 degrees per second, 42.5 at full impulse with my current build, whatever I'm using. Put it on attack mode. Probably make that go down a little bit, 38.8. That's what it looks like. I mean, it still turns really good. And of course, it's a 360 degree phaser beam, so no matter where you're at anyway, it's still going to fire on the enemy, no matter how you turn. Except for the photon torpedo. Wait, is that 360 degree too? No, 90 degree. Photon torpedo is 90 degree. So, yeah, it's small. It's a shuttle. It should be small. But now you've got it for whatever shuttle things you need to do in the game. And it's free. So really, that's the cool part about this, is it's free. So, I mean, there's no reason not to get it, right? If you need a shuttle, this is probably better than a Class F shuttle. Or the Type 8. Is this better than the Type 8 shuttle? I don't know my shuttles too well. I really do not. There's a Type 8 shuttle, and then there's this Type 7 shuttle. I don't know which is better. Somebody out there, I'm sure they know. I don't know shuttles that well. Not a huge shuttle expert. But anyway, can't really see the interior of it. I don't know that there's an interior option for it. I'll go check real quick, but I'm not sure. Would be cool if there was a Type 7 interior option for it. But I don't think there is. Let's see, let's do customize shuttle. I don't know why everything went white. That's crazy. Interior, it just has the regular shuttle, and that doesn't look like, that looks like the runabout shuttles. Doesn't look like anything. So, no, it does not have like a unique interior to it. Oh well. Well, that is a pretty good look at the 30th anniversary stuff here that Cryptic has for the next generation. We've got the Scant Uniform, we've got the Type 7 Shuttle, and of course the Galaxy Bridge Pack, which is the big one here that was just released recently. Very cool on that one. And there's really pretty much not else anything to show, which made no sense. Grammar, thank you. English not working properly. That was stupid. Okay, so yeah, I don't really know what else to do here. We've got pretty much showed you everything to do with the current 30th anniversary. That kind of gives us a nice little throwback to some next generation stuff there. And I think what I'm going to do next is to upgrade that retrofit, the Galaxy Retrofit, to a Tier 5U, and then also try out the original just Tier 5 non-retrofit, non-Tier 5U ship. And I think I'll do a review on both. I'll do like a two-parter review. First, we'll show the original one without all the fancy stuff on it, without the retrofit version, you know, without the Tier 5U upgrade, just as a nostalgia piece. You know, just so we can remind ourselves what the ship looks like in battle, and we'll see what it can do at in-game content. Probably not that great, but we'll see anyway. And then I'll take the other one, I'll upgrade it to Tier 5U. It's the retrofit, it was a Z-Store ship. And I'll take that into combat and do a review on that. And those two videos there will be for the 30th anniversary, basically, so we can just kind of remind ourselves how awesome the Enterprise D is, was, always will be. Thank you all for watching this video, and let me know what you think of all these new things. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.